Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Heaven on Earth. I'm Michael, the Leo Mystic. This is where I channel the sacred guidance for this upcoming astrological week of the 5th until the 11th of October. Whoa, like what a week has this been. I think that Mars retrograde is really showing us where, we are going ahead of ourselves, where we have been too hard on ourselves, where we have missed the boat, where we have, what we have been doing and what the effects were. And it's squaring Saturn, so it is really intense. It is really a wall that could hit you from time to time, and it is just, I think what it is doing is, because in all the actions that we have been doing in the past, it is really stripping down that which does no longer serve us and the way we act. It is in Aries, so it is stripping down our ego as well. So you might feel that as if you're dying, in a sense. So this week, Sun is in Libra still, and that is relationships, that is that reflection. So that's why, Mars in retrograde is so interesting, because it is pointing to its opposite sign, which is Libra. So it's not only, there's really a light being shined on Libra, on our relationships. So our task truly is to fully commit, be in relationship. And not, I don't mean be with your romantic partner if you haven't one, then go and do it. No, on the contrary, honestly. This is truly, if you are in a relationship, this is about fully commit, about full commitment, and about, just finding a mutual way of proceeding. And seeing where things are not going well, seeing where things are going well, and then focus on that. But if you're not in a relationship, it's definitely not a good idea. I mean, it's always a good idea to get in a relationship, baby. But, if you do this right now, we're in such, Mercury is in its shadow period. It's coming, retrograde next week on Tuesday, I think it is. And then we got Mars still retrograde. So, the chances are you're not going to, proceed from the most conscious part of yourself. And it could, if you really want to work with your shadow, then by all means go ahead. But I think it's really to be very, very truly aware of how you're proceeding, right? It's never really exactly what you do, it's how you do it and with what, lens or filter. Does that make sense? So, just having the Sun in Libra right now is about inner objectivity. It is about really, finding balance and finding equality in your environment, in yourself, and seeing where it is out of balance. And that's what the Sun is. The Sun is really shining its light on how to do it. So we work with that energy. And then we got Mercury, which has become really important because, Venus is in Virgo and Mercury is opposing Uranus on Wednesday. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But first we got to talk about Libra, because, about Venus, because Venus is our relationships. And it is our values. It is Libra. It's the outer aspect of Libra. Of Venus. Sorry, Libra is the outer aspect of Venus. And so Venus is in Virgo. So this is, it could go in a couple of ways. Really, at a lower level, it is about judgment. Lower level, I would say at a very human level, Okay, it is about judgment. It is about criticizing. It is about, this is not good. This is good. Have you cleaned yourself? You're not clean enough, or, this is how it should happen. These are the standards of integrity because that's how it's always been in the tradition. So we're cleaning up our relationship. I think we can do some householding here. So it could be tough, but it is, it's very necessary to do this. To look at the bits and pieces that just simply do not work. But at its very, deepest, truest sense, or spiritual sense, this is about service, this is about humility, this is about being there for others, for yourself, and you just do the work. And with others, the thing is that Mercury, as I said, is in its shadow period, and Mercury in Scorpio is digging for things because the North Node is in Gemini, right? So we're digging for information. We want to know, and so we actually want to know why it is that you are so out of balance. Why? Why did you do that? Like, you could ask your partner, like, exactly, like, listen, these are your mistakes. I see you're saying this and this and that, and I see you do that something different. Why is that? And the crazy thing is, Mercury in Scorpio already knows it. But we got a Mars retrograde, so now truly this is because you're just provoking. And so there's a lot of provoking going on. And in a sense, it brings up all the dirt. We got Pluto that just right now, as they're speaking, came direct. And so we are ready to mold again. We are ready to destroy structures again. We've been reflecting on that. We've been rebelling against, all what we've been destroying or what they've been trying to hold on to. And, we, the people, in a sense, who are not okay with it, we can judge it. We can that's what that retrograde was all about. It's about reflecting, rebelling on power. But now that power returns. And so, I think we could feel, like, especially today and Monday, tremendous power. We got the moon in Taurus, trining over to Pluto, who just came retrograde. This is really, it's as if you're like getting a kick. It's like ready to move on. It's like that. It's not a gentle push. Pluto doesn't push you gently. Like Pluto just pulls you into the underworld. But we could really feel like all of a sudden like a pull on the earth, like it's like Pluto saying, you really need to fucking land on Earth. Like, you really need to be molding, destroying. I need you to look at your shadow here. And like, that's what's happening. We're just continuing to do something that is using our power to destroy structure, to destroy a tradition. And Mercury in Scorpio obviously makes Pluto important. So it becomes really intense, but it's not really, if you are doing it because you are just like, oh no, this needs to change, but you're not really aware of it in doing it because it comes from very deeply unconscious. Mercury in Scorpio, though, comes retrograde next week. And once it goes over that point again, you'll see like, holy shit, what did I do? What just happened? And we got Mercury in Scorpio, just opposing Uranus and Taurus. And honestly, like, this is insights. This is sudden changes in values. This is sudden, all of a sudden, this is ideas that pop up out of nowhere. And it is also me versus you, because Mercury in Scorpio is just very intense, and it's your intense dialogue, and it's your research, and it's opposing Uranus and Taurus, and that's the people. That's the new Earth. So I think this week, it's really a week of a lot of like insights, a lot of information coming out into the open, and really big truths coming out. Like it's like you're going to be like, what? How? Why could they do that? And it is a truth that is going to challenge your belief systems, that is going to challenge your values, that is going to challenge, how you interact with people, that is going to challenge, your own value system, and you're not going to be happy with it. And you need to work with it. You need to like, oh my God, this is, this is a part of me that I need to change, and just to give you, an example, which I think is really a perfect Mars retrograde example with all of this energy, is that we could have been going too fast, too hard on other people, just doing and not really reflecting. Okay. But now you're seeing the mess that you've made in the past, and you have to look at it. And, you carry your past along with you. And now, Sun in Libra shows you like, well, this is what that means for your relationships. Mercury in Scorpio realizes that. It's just like, this is deep, this is intense. Pluto, that goes, direct, really understands, like, well, it's not understands, but really just by changing that value, because you see what you've done in the past, now you can continue to change that behavior. And that in and of itself will cause a trigger, will cause a reaction, it will cause change. And obviously that is really opposing a lot of other people who just are in their comfort zone. And then they say like, why are you doing this? This is crazy. Like, you've always done like this. So we got we got the Venus in Virgo to really show us, what we truly value, what we don't value, and other people will be very critical, very judgmental, and making it very intense with Mercury and Scorpio. And so now we have to deal with criticism, and we really want to balance things. We really want to know, like, okay, I want peace in myself, I want peace with the other people, and it's really, it's tough energy. But honestly, this is about acceptance. This is about, with Pluto direct, and especially on Monday, truly feeling the power in of it. If you can really allow it to happen, you can really embrace it to happen, there's massive power in that. And you could be really feeling in your integrity big time, massively. So then that Mercury opposing the new Earth, in a sense, because it's opposing Uranus and Taurus, Mercury in Scorpio now finds out things about the outer world, about other people, that are not really in congruency with how the new Earth is supposed to be, if that makes sense. Because, what is the new Earth? The new Earth is us, and we have to make it. But I think we can agree that, it is about respecting the Earth. It is about respecting one another. And it is about, just valuing and sharing and being in your uniqueness and leadership and conscious leadership. And I think we're definitely going to see how unconscious it is, and how the dirt, we're really, really going to see the dirt, really. And this could lead to creative solutions. This could lead to, very highly intuitive insights on how to proceed. And so Venus then in Virgo can really put in the work. The only thing is that Mars is retrograde until November. So it's really not about fully implementing it, but letting it, just sink in and really take that with and let it change you so that you can proceed from a new, better you and already start, just like communicating with other people and see how they think about it, because we got Sun in Libra. So this is about fully connecting, fully conversating. But in general, I think it will be a very, very intense week. Not an easy week. But I think the invitation here is honest, true service. Honesty with Mercury in Scorpio, Venus in Virgo, really, just, putting yourself in service of Sun in Libra, the other person. But always, Mars retrograde. Where are you not respecting your boundaries? Where for yourself or for other people? Either way, that Pluto direct really makes that we just push forward and we just go forward and we really feel like, okay, it's time to make the change again. So there's that inner tension, especially because of the Mars retrograde, right? So I wish you good luck. I wish you so much love, and see you next week. Bye bye. Thank you so much.